after the Supreme Court ruled against the Defense of Marriage Act, the New Yorker decided to create this great cover that includes Bert and Ernie sharing a moment of love. It's known as A Moment of Joy, and artist Jack Hunter put it together. As you can see, they're looking at a television with the Supreme Court on it, and it's sweet. So, of course, there have always been those rumors about Bert and Ernie being gay. I grew up watching Sesame Street, and like I had no idea, of course.
But did you know like about that when you were a kid?
Like
at all? Like you
didn't
even know people were gay.
But like when I had already grown up and I knew what homosexuality was, like I didn't like reflect back and think, oh, Bert and Ernie must have been gay. I thought they were just buddies living together.
Roommates,
yeah.
Yeah.
So guys can't be roommates? Like they're automatically assumed to be gay?
Well, like over 30. How old are Bert and Ernie?
I don't know. That's a thing. That's a thing. But I like that the New Yorker has taken that rumor and really run with it.
Yeah. I wonder wait, who makes Bert and Ernie? Is this Sesame Street?
Sesame Street,
I wonder how they feel about this. Do we know? Does anyone know?
I have no idea. I haven't seen a statement from Sesame Street as
I bet you they're excited about it.
Probably. I mean, this is such a historic moment. I certainly would be proud and excited about it, even if I didn't mean for Bert and Ernie to be gay.
I mean, hopefully we eventually will be living in a culture that is so progressive that could be a new storyline. You know what I mean? That like maybe Bert and Ernie adopt a kid and then it's like, so you have two dads. Because I think these are the kinds of stories that kids growing up would want to be able to learn from on TV.
You just made conservative heads explode. Because that's like their number one fear, right? That you legalize same-sex marriage, you normalize gay relationships and gay people, and then all of a sudden you're going to be teaching kids about homosexuality. And then keep in mind, like we're smart, like our audience is smart. We all know that you are born with the sexuality that you have, but the conservative community is under the impression that people choose their sexuality. So they think, oh my God, my kids are going to learn about gay people, and then they're going to be tempted to be gay.
And that's what's so frustrating too, is that they have it backward. They think, okay, so you legalize this and then culture follows. Well, culture is already there.
Totally.
You know, the law was really far behind. So I would love to see, I mean, it's there in culture, but I would love to see it more in like mainstream television. Definitely, for sure. For kids. I mean, it's in mainstream TV for us. But like for kids,
Modern Family,
there are a lot of kids,
Glee.
who have like two moms or two dads, and they're not really represented in their media. You know, there's still this kind of very traditional idea of a traditional family, and that must be a little bit alienating.
And whenever there is some representation of a gay family, there's a lot of stereotypes that are being pushed.
That's true.
And you know, Dave Rubin, who has a show on our network, talks about that quite often. He's like, look, I'm gay, and I don't fit the mold of what you see in television, and that's kind of unfortunate too.
Yeah.
JR, did you want to jump in?
I'm just thinking from the history of Sesame Street responding to things that are political, or that could be deemed political. I would say they'd stay away from it. I mean, I remember during the election when they were going off of the get rid of Big Bird or tax Big Bird. I forget the line.
Yeah.
Sesame Street was like vocal about saying, we're not supporting anyone, we're not for, we're not against, we're just staying out of this. I would assume that they're not looking to embrace this, but they're probably just going to say, let's not say anything and just let people take with what they want from this. But we're not gonna take this in, because I think they still want to appeal to everyone, because they're not in the business. And I think that's one thing I love about Sesame Street. They don't go either way, and they truly don't go either way, and they really don't care to go either way. They're just in the one business of teaching kids, which has been doing it forever. It's been working.
I think they probably won't make a comment at all, which in my view is a little bit of an editorial judgment, because they could make a comment and say, we don't back this wasn't our intention, you know, we didn't produce this cartoon, but I don't think they'll do that either. I think they'll just be quiet about it.
That's honestly the right way to handle it, in my opinion.